This monorail will be departing momentarily. Thank you.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your safety, please remain behind the yellow line on the platform or behind the gates once you disembark the monorail.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining me for this week's Monorail Report. I think we're going to try and do this on Thursdays, but I can't do it on Thursday because it's the holiday. We will be in Magic Kingdom this time Thursday. So we're going to do this today. Thank you all for joining. I appreciate you checking in. We've got little bit of news that we'll cover, and we're going to talk about some 4th of July festivities, snacks, and foods. So that should be a lot of fun. I don't know that we're going to get to try a lot of those foods. You know, it's 4th of July is a busy holiday at both parks, the 3rd and the 4th. So we're going to see what we get to try, but some of them do look good and I'm sure if I show this to Corey, he's going to be all over at least 3 or 4 of them. So we'll see what he says. So hope you're all having a great day. I see some of my friends joining. Some folks from the Disney Streamer Network are already here and checking in. That just continues to grow and has been phenomenal for the creators so far. Really having a good time putting all that together for all of you and finding some really talented creators that are doing some things differently. You know, we've got folks that are out in the UK, and we have trivia, we have podcasts, we've got just so much, and we added 2 new channels to the network last night, really. So we're going to talk about that in a little bit. So let's see who we have here. So I see Pile Adventures. Pile Adventures, I'm going to continue to shout him out. Started doing live streaming, but the DSN, the Disney Streamer Network, would be that much, if not for Pile Adventures, who is the brains behind the DisneyStreams.com, which is where you can go and watch the multi-view. And I got a little clip about that later on in the show. It's a great way to watch your Disney YouTube. I promise you. I did it last night. Well, actually, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday night, I was watching the multi-view. So I'll show you a video of that so you get a better feel for why that's how you should be watching your Disney streams from now on. Jennifer L., good to see you. Michael Daniel Ferguson, hello. Barry Plays 28, there's another one of our friends from the West Coast. We talked about this the other night. Him and I, he's going to be covering the new Walt Disney animatronic show when that starts. So we will be talking about that over the next 2 weeks, because that's just going to be amazing. And I'm a little jealous that we're not getting that over here, but at least we do get to see it through Barry Place 28. So we'll talk about that. Frederick Gallagher is here. Jennifer L., I said. Catherine is here, and she's here. Alicia Smith, hello, good to see you. Not So Scary Mary TV, always good to have you here. Another one of our great creators out there doing great work. Amanda P, hello. So let's, here's one thing I'm noticing. The names are back to regular names. They're not the handles anymore. So did YouTube give up on that? I noticed that I was watching Doug's stream earlier. They were back to normal. So I'm going to do a little digging, see if I can find out what is going on that front, because I'm noticing that they are normal on my screen and I can read them. It's much easier to read for a creator, I promise you that. And I'm on a 49-inch monitor. Imagine these guys out there streaming on their mobile phones. All right, so let's cover a little bit of news. First of all, happy Canada Day to everyone. Not only is it Canada Day, July 1st is pretty special around one of these channels that I'm broadcasting on, Living in Diz. It is their anniversary today. It is Living in Diz's 7th anniversary. They became a channel today, 7 years ago. So when you see Corey on Thursdays, make sure to say happy anniversary. But what you can also do is go into the community page on his YouTube page and leave well wishes, your favorite memory on the channel, a funny moment, anything like that, just to say thank you for bringing us so much magic over the last 7 years. So happy anniversary to Corey, Tammy, Jacob, Jillian, Ube, and Mushu. Did I get them all right? So yeah, make sure to say happy anniversary to them. It is also the 50th anniversary of the Wedway People Mover, or as we call it, the TTA now. So Disney actually did something pretty cool. I like that picture. It's real different. But actually, that number on the screen there, for 407-939-5233, call that and you get don't do it now. Finish watching the show, then go back and do it. So yeah, call that number. You'll get a special message that is direct from Disney. So, but I did get this, all today's news is from Dr. Disney. But I thought that was pretty cool for them to do something like that. Just a little treat. Do you guys remember you used to be able to do that? Like, there were like 976 numbers, I think. And you would call and get different messages from people. I think you could even call one and Santa Claus was there or something. I don't know. Let's see, what am I picking up? Yeah, Pile Ventures, interesting. They're all back to names. Yeah, I don't know. That's the one thing I would say about YouTube is it's not easy to get information sometimes, even though they're as big as they are. It's so hard to get information. Not So Scary Mary TV says happy anniversary. Yes. Jennifer L's happy the names are back. Catherine says wish Lawrence and I a happy anniversary too. Yes, 14 years on Friday. Friday's the 4th. Whatever the 4th is. Yeah, so we'll be celebrating in Epcot. And we're going to Geo 82. So that'll be cool. Okay. So Test Track, obviously a lot of news about Test Track. Corey was able to live stream Test Track during his cast member preview that he was invited to, which was pretty cool, I assume, because I didn't watch. Because I knew I would be going soon. I just kept crossing my fingers that I'd be able to go soon. So I did not watch, and was able to get a reservation. So previews for pass holders are the 13th through the 19th. And I will be there early on the morning of the 19th. So I did get a reservation for that day. So that's a Saturdays. So Corey and family will be joining me. So we're going to be checking out Test Track that day. The 13th is already out for pass holders. However, you have to have a reservation in order to get a virtual queue, because now they're doing virtual queues. It's at 7 and at 1, but you don't have to be in the park for either one of those. It's all very confusing, and every time they've done a preview of a ride for a pass holder, it's different. So Tiana's wasn't this way, and it's just craziness. To add to that, DVC previews are on the 12th, and they're even more different than the annual pass holder previews. I don't understand why you couldn't just have it all one way. For DVC, from what Doug was saying this morning on his show, they have to be staying at a resort in order to get a preview. So it's all very, very weird. I'm sure it makes sense to someone. Good morning, Ken. Good to see you. Benny, good to see you. Thanks for being here and checking in. Okay, so very excited to be on Test Track and checking it out. I have not watched, I try and scroll through real quickly if I see something on my feed about it. So, but I'm excited. There's a new store that opened in Frontierland, and I'm going to need those of you that go to Disney all the time to tell me, was this a previous store, or is it, because I have never heard of this until this showed up in the news. So the Prairie Outpost opened. You can see it is they have plenty of hats there, different styles. They're customizable. I'm sure that Nick and I will be stopping in this store for sure. There's a nice purple hat on the top row there. So interesting that a new store opens in Frontierland. But I don't know, was this just something that we just walked by and it was closed, or was it a part of another store next to it? You guys can let me know, because I don't remember this. Ken says it's always fun to get up right before 7 and try to get on the virtual queue. Listen, I have only ever missed one virtual queue because I didn't get up, and that's even when I go, to Magic with Corey, and I'm not getting home until 2 in the morning. So, or back to the resort at 2 in the morning. I've only missed one, but don't have me have to get up early for work or church or anything like that. No, but the virtual queue, I won't miss those. Mr. Fulton Mraz, we will sometimes do a viewer show, so be on the lookout for that. Excuse me. So, yeah, new store. We'll definitely be popping in. So, as I said about the Disney Streamer Network, we keep adding on new channels. We are now up to 27. Here are just a few of those channels. Obviously, Living in Diz, Scooter Adventures, All Aboard with Blake, The Disney Baker, Fun to Be Free, Lily's Life. Ken's in the chat. I've had to go to 3 pages now. This is how many channels we have, which is just amazing. PH Disney, Pete McDevitt Show, Bouncin' Journey, Berry Place, as we said earlier, Mystic Parks, Cruisin' Theme Park Guide, Theme Park Giant, who'll be live today. And we have added, obviously, Pile Adventures. We've also added Signs of Amusement, which, holy cow. So this new channel, new to YouTube for the most part, but certainly new to the Disney Streamer Network. I was watching their stream yesterday. Go and check this out. They are Signs of Amusement, and I didn't get the name of the channel at first, but after watching last night, totally makes sense. So last night's episode, they were making a sign. I don't know if you know, but Bob Gurr, right, famous Imagineer, worked with Walt Disney. He's 93. Has his own podcast, and he's got this beautiful set, and he has this sign, kind of retros, kind of like the sign at 50s, or excuse me, Sci-Fi Dine-In. Or is it 50s Primetime? No, I think it's Sci-Fi Dine-In. It looks like Sci-Fi Dine-In. And so he made a replica, handmade replica of this sign, lights up and everything, and gives it to Bob Gurr. And Bob Gurr makes a video about it with him receiving the sign. Just absolutely beautiful work. And I invited them on the podcast so we can talk a little bit more about it. But this is what the Disney Streamer Network is doing. It is bringing you live streams from all 4 parks, from outside the parks, from people at home. We just continue to expand. And then obviously also Disneyland folks as well. So this is exactly why this network exists. So let me show you what I think is so far the best part of the network outside of all of you. The best part of this network is being able to watch multi-view. So you go to dsn.disneystreams.com, and anybody who's live, it's just like you're watching in YouTube. You click on the play button and you can play anybody who's live at that time. So right now, if I were to go, it's just me, and Bouncin' Journey has a premiere of a video going on right now. So that's all that would show. So I'm going to show you what it looked like last night at 9:40, I think it was. There on the bottom, you can see the Signs of Amusement stream going on. Shot of Disney Magic and Mayhem at Epcot and Mystic Parks over in Magic, watching the same show. So you get 2 angles. All right, so here's an example of, you had one streamer who was just finishing up his day at Epcot, finished watching Luminous, and he stayed around to watch the fireworks from behind over at Magic Kingdom. And you have those same fireworks. You've got Rich over there at Epcot, and then you have Mystic Parks watching those same fireworks at Magic Kingdom. This is phenomenal. Just think about 4th of July. And you have some of us that'll be at Epcot. You have some of us that'll be at Magic. You're going to be able to watch both shows at one time, and you can chat, as you can see, with each of the chats. It is just mind-blowing what Pile Adventures has been able to do. And, you know, one of the creators in the network will say, hey, can you, do this? What about this? And sometimes within minutes, he gets that update done for us. So it has just been great, and I'm very excited to see where this goes. And this is just the beginning. Ken says, the Disney Streamer Network has been awesome. Channels working together to make the Disney experience better for all. Absolutely right. And if so you see there's 3 on the screen. Had, say, Lily's Life gone live at that moment, her feed would have automatically popped up there on the bottom right, and you would have been able to see that and start her stream. The other thing is that, so I'm watching all 3 of these creators at the same time. They're all getting the watch time from me because I'm logged in as myself. So they all are getting the watch time. It's not like one is getting watch time and the others aren't. So you're supporting multiple streamers at once without having to flip back and forth through different windows or to use your phone and your iPad or whatever. So really, really great that he does what he does. He says, I don't have a life. Yeah. Listen, I appreciate everything that you have done so far, and he's already shown me a sneak peek of some of the other stuff that he's working on. So thank you very much. All right, so let's get to 4th of July. So 4th of July fireworks going to be at Magic Kingdom and at Epcot. That's pretty typical. Again, it's going to be at Magic Kingdom, Celebrate America, a 4th of July concert in the sky. That's July 3rd and 4th. That is at 9:20 p.m. 360-degree fireworks show. So if you've not seen this before, Obviously, you have main fireworks behind the castle, but you also have them off to the left of the castle at, like, let's just say Frontierland, and over to the right, say behind Tomorrowland. In addition to, so you get a nice panoramic view, but in addition to that, they also shoot them off behind the train station. So you get a really, really nice view. I believe that Mouse Talk, one of our other new channel that joined over the weekend, is going to probably try and be at a monorail resort to give you that wide view. So again, if you're watching it on dsn.disneystreams.com, you're going to get his view, wide angle with everything in one shot. You're going to get, say, Corey at on Main Street. You're going to get somebody over in Epcot. It's just the way to watch Disney, I promise you. Epcot will be only on the 4th, which is typical, and they add the tag Heartbeat of Freedom. So that's after Luminous. So Luminous starts at 9, and then you have the Heartbeat of Freedom that's added to Luminous, and it is just incredible. And that's why we do the 3rd for Magic, because it's the same show at Magic, 3rd and 4th. And then we go to Epcot on the 4th. So they say Epcot, while at Epcot, Spaceship Earth will be illuminated bright red, white, and blue, which is always beautiful to see. And for some daytime fun, check out some photo opportunities with patriotic pals Mickey, Goofy, Pluto, and Chip 'n Dale at the American Adventure. I don't know if that's new. I'm guessing it's not because they don't call it out as new. But we did not do that last year. Maybe we'll try and do that this year. All right, and then you've got some 4th of July snacks. So you have the Patriotic Cake Bar, vanilla chiffon combined with passion fruit. Passion fruit, orange, and guava. That's going to be at Amorette's Pasteria at Disney Springs. You have the caramel apple pie funnel cake. That's a funnel cake with apple pie topping, caramel drizzle, and vanilla soft serve. That is... You like that one, did you? That is currently available beyond July 4th at Epic Eats at Hollywood Studios. Oh, funnel cake at Hollywood Studios. They normally sell funnel... Oh, probably at, like, Rosie's, that end. Berry shortcake. That's a shortcake topped with mixed berries, whipped cream, and patriotic sprinkles. That's going to be at Columbia Harbor House in Magic. Red, white, and blue funnel cake is going to be a funnel cake topped with mixed berries, vanilla ice cream, whipped cream, festive sprinkles. That's going to be at Sleepy Hollow in Magic Kingdom. Red, white, and blue waffle. That's a waffle topped with mixed berries, vanilla ice cream, whipped cream, and festive sprinkles. That is new this year. Also at Sleepy Hollow. And then you also have a red, white, and blue slushie. I'm thinking Finley's going to be all over that one. Frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry and Fanta Cherry, layered with whipped cream and topped with popping candies. And that's at Liberty Square Market at Magic Kingdom. So, one thing I did back in November, it was Veterans Day, and I happened to be in... hi, CGL. Hey, Sharon. Good to see you. Hi, Dianca. So it was Veterans Day, and I went in to watch Voices of Liberty. I had never seen them before. And then the American Adventure was starting, so I went upstairs and watched that. So, it kind of was more meaningful to do it on Veterans Day. So certainly on 4th of July, you may want to take in some of these. You might want to, if you're at Magic Kingdom, you watch or you go through the lobby of Hall of Presidents, watch Hall of Presidents, which we'll probably do because it's been updated and it's been closed for so long. It's been 7, 8, 9 months since we've seen it or had the opportunity to see it. So we may do that as well. You can watch the Daily Flag Retreat, which is always meaningful for sure. That's at 5 o'clock at Main Street or Town Square in Magic Kingdom. As I mentioned, Voices of Liberty always puts on a great show. And then Portraits of Courage, which is an exhibit from the George W. Bush Institute with some great artwork that he has done. So you can be sure to check that out. And then it also calls out like the Electric Water Pageant, which has a patriotic ending. So that's pretty cool. We did that last 4th of July. I guess it was the 5th. It was the day we went to Hoop-de-Doo. We went and watched the water pageant, which was very, very cool. And of course, it's still Cool Kids Summer. So make sure to check that out. So we're going to be ending here shortly. Just wanted to bring that to all of you. Ken said, this, Lawrence, get your spot early for the 4th of July festivities. It will be crazy. I'm thinking that it will not be as bad as recent years since crowd levels are a little bit less. But you're right. It is going to be crazy. I don't know what time I normally get a spot on Main Street. But last year we watched right from the intersection where Casey's is and Casey's and the ice cream parlor. We watched right there where the buildings, break up. And that was a great spot to watch the fireworks because you can see all of the fireworks there that are in the wide shot. So yeah, we've got to go soon because we have a plane to catch. There she is.
Hi everyone. I'm still watching Lawrence. He's behind.
I am.
But I was standing at the door waiting for my cue.
So she's getting ready. All of Finley's dresses are made.
I'm excited about our Magic Kingdom Disney Bound. It's just going to be Finley and I because Lawrence couldn't figure anything out. Oh, hold on. Now I'm hearing myself talk. And I'm excited. It's going to be... You didn't talk about that, did you?
What?
What we're doing at Magic Kingdom.
No.
It'll kind of give it away.
Yes.
It's okay. We can talk about it.
Okay. Go ahead.
I don't know. You know it better than I do. When do they close?
July 6th is the last day for the Liberty Bell and Tom Sawyer Island.
Right. So I decided Finley and I are going to dress up as Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer. So we will be Huckleberry Finley and Mom Sawyer. When I told her about it, she just gave me this look. You know that like obvious like look of that you give your parents when you're just absolutely exasperated with them? That's how she looked at me. We're doing it right,
Huckleberry Finley and Mom Sawyer. Wow. So that's what we'll be doing. Now, funny enough, Finley has never been to Tom Sawyer.
I love this shirt. And it's themed with the ears. Can you guess who the ears are?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's never been.
She's never been to Tom Sawyer Island.
Slacking.
Yeah.
It'll be her first and last time.
First and last time.
I told Lawrence he needs to do like a little walkthrough video. I'm sure everybody's going to have a walkthrough video. But you need to do like a little walkthrough video of just Tom Sawyer Island.
Well, you guys dressed in Disney bounding. Come on, who Disney bounds Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn? Come on.
Hold on,
that doesn't happen.
I gotta show you guys my like picture inspiration, okay? Because nobody's gonna know who we are, for one.
If you're standing on the island, people will probably get it.
I don't think so. So it was like the cartoon. So so this was like my this was my inspiration. So like a little brown romper for Finley. I'm gonna wear like a suspender situation with a yellow colored shirt, a red shirt, and we do both have hats. Yeah, that's right. That we will probably wear for 2 minutes. What are you gonna wear, Lawrence?
This. Disney Dude card guy. Thanks for popping in. You can certainly ask a question. Absolutely.
Alicia, you love my shirt. Thanks.
When do you think Rock and Roller Coaster will be operating until date wise?
Oh, I'm excited to ride Rock and Roller Coaster if it gets themed to Muppets. Is that what's happening?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's on my playlist. But one of my favorite Muppet song is I can sing it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I have to look it up.
The one from the new show? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. So Disney Dude, they have said it will be operating into 2026, and it will be changed over in 2026. So it's both closing and reopening within 2026. So when is your trip? If it is any time the rest of this year, you should be fine. I would guess they're probably not going to close it until maybe March, maybe February, March.
That's funny, Lily's like Dad.
I would say. I'm your Huckleberry.
Well, I'll have to tell Finley to say that. The name of the song is Rock On.
Yes.
By Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem. Can I play it, or are you going to get, like, shut down?
They'll probably, yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Just look for the theme song.
Go listen to it. It's so funny. And watch the show. It's so good.
It is very good. I was sad that they only did one season of it, especially with the thought of, because at that time it was a rumor that they were going to switch over Rock and Roller Coaster. So,
Alicia likes your shirt.
Thank you.
I didn't make this one, so I don't like it.
So yeah, it's open-ended, and if you go in 2025, you'll be fine. You will definitely be able to ride it. Well, as long as it's running, you should be able to ride it. They're not switching it over until 2026. Hard to do leaving the kids, but likely emotional getting there. So it's just an adult trip. Okay, Catherine and I will talk about that really quickly. Why did we decide to do that? Just to try it the first time, or was it for a reason?
I think it was because, Finley had just turned 3. We had just done the big trip with everyone, which he proposed in. And we were pass holders. So we're like, we can go whenever we want. Let's go again. And we thought, why don't we just go just the 2 of us? And, with Purple Pleasure being as fantastic and wonderful as she is, she was more than happy to watch Finley. And so we were able to just, leave her behind with no worries, that we could go and basically do the parks differently. Because when you do them without kids, it's completely different. When we have Finley, we probably can't get out of the hotel before 9. Not even for breakfast. However, without her, we were actually able to make it to the Magic Kingdom.
The opening show.
Opening show.
Yeah.
We didn't rope drop because we're just not rope dropping people. But we got there for the opening show.
Yeah, we went there. We had Starbucks. We went, grabbed a Starbucks, walked over. We watched the opening show, which we had never seen and haven't seen since.
We have not.
But we took our time. We didn't have to worry about doing rider swap. So yeah, it's very. I don't know how old your kids are, Disney Dude, but
I'm sure it'll be different when she's older. She's also at an age where she doesn't or at least then, she couldn't get on many rides.
Right.
And now she doesn't want to get on many rides. Like she got on Slinky Dog once, loved it so much that she cried that she couldn't get on a second time because by that time they had closed the line because it was after park closing. Mm-hmm. She cried because she wanted to get on again. Now, don't even talk to her about Slinky Dog. She'll run the other way. But one day she loves it, one day she hates it.
Yeah. Yeah, Epcot, he says Epcot and Hollywood Studios are the must-dos. Those are probably, probably the two parks I would say that we enjoyed the most on the adult-only trip.
Yeah, there's less, I don't want to say there's less kid stuff, but the stuff that they have is more geared towards adults. And it was fun to be able to enjoy that without trying to hype it up for someone else. Like we were just hyped on our own. Whereas with Finley, we're kind of like, oh my God, you got to get on this ride. Are you excited? Ooh.
Right. Says he's done Disneyland earlier this year as a family. First timer, kids are 3 and 5. Yeah. So
it's a fun age for Disney. So fun. But sometimes you want to be able to experience it a different way.
Yeah.
And unless you can afford a Disney nanny to hang out with the kids so you can enjoy, like a day or an afternoon or a dinner.
If you do need one, Once Upon a Nanny, not sponsored, but Once Upon a Nanny, she's been on our podcast, does great work.
Yeah, so if you bring your kids, you're always going to be geared towards what your kids want to do, what your kids are going to be able to handle. Especially at 3, they probably aren't tall enough to get on most rides. And at 5, they're probably tall enough, but are probably like, nah, parent.
Yeah.
Whatever you got planned, we ain't doing that. So, I mean, it's fun to be able to see Disney through the eyes of your children. But then it's also fun to be able to experience it without any additional worries of, oh my God, my kid lost her shoe.
Yeah.
Which happens.
Exactly.
It happened to Finley on our very first trip at Epcot. They found it and they mailed it to us, you guys. Mailed it to us. Never
she
wore
wasn't
those shoes again because by the time she got them, she didn't really fit into them that much.
Yeah. I mean, she was less than 2 when it happened, so.
Yeah.
90% sure they would stay back for this one. Yeah. Listen, it's really different. And if you decide to do, I mean, keep in touch, keep watching the show.
Is going.
Keep watching. I'm assuming you're watching on Living in Diz. I can't tell. But if you are, watch our live streams, check in with us, check in on the podcast. Let us know what you decide to do because it's fun. It's different, but it's fun. And you will get over, I believe, that angst or what's the word?
Worry.
Not worry, but
Anticipation.
Feeling like, oh, I shouldn't have left them behind.
Oh, yeah.
I think you'll be okay. Yeah, the ride closure. Yeah, if you're a big Aerosmith fan, then yes, go this year and enjoy it.
I think Dianca asked if I take shirt orders. I do not. Unfortunately, if I were to sew as a business, I would hate it. But I could be persuaded.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. All right, so that's going to do it for us. We've got to go get ready. Hey, Benjamin's here. We've got to go get ready.
Also, I don't know if I could do a solo trip with Roderick, so more power to you.
I had some nervousness about that as well.
But you weren't really solo because you went with you met up with.
Yeah, but even still, I remember being there and being anxious, just having this weird feeling.
Missed us bothering him the whole time, holding him back, making him not get on rides.
But we'll see.
He got over it real quick.
I did. I was standing in Frontierland watching the parade. So yeah, this week, what does Corey have? Oh yeah, duh. So
he has us.
Yeah. So we are heading down there. We're going to be at the water park tomorrow, Typhoon Lagoon. Not streaming. Then on the 3rd, we will be at Magic Kingdom with Corey streaming. Then we'll be at Epcot on the 4th streaming. I will bring you a little bit of Hollywood Studios on Saturday since Corey is not streaming on Saturday. And then we're at Animal Kingdom. Happy birthday.
You said belated. Is it belated because by the time you go in
by
August,
the time it goes, it will be late?
Or is it belated already?
No, I think it's coming up.
Okay, happy early birthday.
Exactly. He's doing a hat trick in 2025. Go for 3 trips.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
We've already done that this year.
Yeah, we have.
Wait,
we have. Yeah, January, February, April.
We went in April?
Yeah, right before I went to work.
What did we do there?
Nature. We went to the parks.
Oh, that reminds me.
Duh. Didn't we went and got Ray?
Oh, we got our magnets. You got to go for the magnets, you guys.
Yeah, we're getting our magnet Maleficent this time. So, all right. So I'm going to end, but don't go anywhere because the wonderful Beach Fox Life has 2 new songs. I'm only debuting one. The other one I'll debut next week. But he created a song for Living in Diz, which I thought was pretty cool. July 20th, I'll be there. Yeah, so I have 2 trips.
I won't.
Yeah, Catherine and Finley are not going, so that's another solo trip. So on the 19th, I'll be doing Test Track with Corey, and then on the 20th, we'll be streaming the parade, and we're going to bring you 3 parades, folks.
I told him to take Finley with him, so it could be like a daddy-daughter trip, because apparently that's real big with the Disney community. And he said, nah.
I did not say it like that. I'm just trying to figure out me streaming and worrying about trying to push the stroller and hold Finley. And
you can make her walk.
Great. That's a great plan.
She would quit.
Yeah, that's a great plan.
I quit being your child.
Yeah. So thank you, Alicia. We are very excited about this trip. Yeah, Beach Fox Life is so talented. So I'm going to debut that, and that will end the show. Yes, you do need to meet Finley.
She's a character.
She is a character. So thank you all for watching.
Hold on, wait. You want to know how much of a character she is? The first time we went to Disney, or I don't think it was the first, maybe it was the first time we went to Disney, somebody said something to her and they said, okay, have a great day, princess. And she said, I'm not a princess, I'm Finley. 2 years old, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Not even 2.
Not even 2.
Or yeah, maybe this was after she was talking better. But yeah, anyway, I'll let you go so you can actually say goodbye.
All right. So thank you all for watching. We will see you on the 3rd from Magic Kingdom. Remember, no DizPod tonight because I'll be flying in the air. So we won't have a DizPod tonight, but we will make up for it next week. I just added on a couple more guests and some friends in the community. And if they are part of the Disney Streamer Network, we will be adding them in to the plans for our show because we want to expand our knowledge of these channels and of these creators and get to know them even more. So look for that in the coming weeks, along with some great guests. All right, so here is Magic Moments by Beach Fox Life. We will see you all later.
Just begun. Live streaming fun with Corey's crew. Lawrence and friends are joining too. The castle shines, the parade rolls by. Magic floats across the sky. It's going to be a fun day. We only just begun our way. Adventureland waits for me and you. The camel is your friend too. Oh, parades go by with smiles so wide, dancing magic on every side. We're laughing under skies so blue, streaming fun for me and you. Oh, Dole Whip on a cake or in a cup and sweet parade. Magic moments never fade. Tomorrowland is calling bright, spinning stars and glowing light. Zooming forward, here we go. More fun's coming that we know. Looking for 5 Mickey foods, trying all the tasty moods. Rides is the only way we say, smiling big throughout the day. A cake or in a cup and sweet parade. Magic moments never fade. The castle sparkles, light so bright, streaming joy from day to night. We share the fun with every friend. With living in Diz, it never ends. The castle sparkles, light so bright, streaming joy from day to night. We share the fun with every friend. So hit that stream and start again. Fireworks blast into the sky, hugs and memories flying high. Hoedowns with the bears begin, dancing with Chip and Dale again. Oh, Dole Whip on a cake or in a cup and sweet parade. Magic moments never fade. Dole Whip on a cake or in a cup and sweet parade. Magic moments never fade. More fun's coming, don't be late. Grab some cake, it sure tastes great. Streaming joy is what we do. Living in Diz brings magic to you. Magic moments never fade.